Happy 4th of July to everyone. As you can see, I have my shorts on. See these? They're cute, aren't they? That's what I thought. Yep. Tomorrow's going to be the 4th of July, and I'm thankful. Wanted to do a little shout out about it. I'm sitting here with some of my art. You know, doing art, can I just tell you something? It's a hobby that never ends. You always can either go back on some things. I got this painting here, of course, that's the Red Sea. Now, there was some Hebrew Jewish people there, but there also were plenty of women with tambourines. You know, they were freed. The Jewish people were slaves, okay? And Moses came in the Bible here, and he rescued them, okay? And God had him doing these things, okay? They were building and making mud and just being whipped by, Egyptians, Romans on horses. And so what God did was he parted the Red Sea. You hear many singers sing about it. Bob Marley sings about it, and a lot of people have. And if you're interested in biblical times and different miracles that have happened, excuse me, then you'll be able to relate with this story. Now, I'm not the greatest painter, but I wanted this water to part. Did you know that they found chariots in the Red Sea? It's interesting, isn't it? So anyway, the story of Moses is just really beautiful to Miss Cool. Let me tell you why. Because when they put him in that basket, they put him in a basket in the river, the Nile. So the story goes, you can believe it or not, but it's a wonderful story. I believe it. Because things happen in our lives. I mean, Moses was put in water with a basket. And you want to know how they knew it was him? Shall I tell you? Well, of course they knew it was a Hebrew baby when they found him, because the king had said that he wanted the babies, okay? Because they were mad and they were after, you should read the story sometime. But let me show you what. These are the colors. This hat I have. See, this hat, I chose these colors because these are the colors of when Moses had a blanket in there, okay? It's a beautiful thing. You can go buy colors, flags, or different materials and different things that people use throughout history to identify who they were their cultures and this and that. But anyway, back to Moses, because there's so much to tell. And when Miss Cool gets excited over a story, I have to really work on focusing, okay? And it takes a lot of control. But there are different types of thinkers, okay? Some people in my life, they have been a little bit irritated because they want me to slow down, but I like to tell the story and not leave out detail. So I find myself going backwards so I can give the detail of what's going through me. And that's why authors and things and songwriters and storytellers are just wonderful. But for me, I'm frustrated with it, okay? Anyway, back to Moses, because I want to include everything. They put him in the Nile, the river there. And his mother put him in there. And so he floated down this river there, and these women found him, okay? They were out in this beautiful place where you bath, and they had marble back then, and just beautiful stone work. I picture it that, and if the Bible says it, then I probably am going to believe it, okay? And so that's just who I am. And they found Moses. Well, they took him in. Have you been taken in your life? Have you often wondered who your mother and father were? If you really were theirs? Or if you're just on this planet and it doesn't matter who your mother and father were, it's your turn on earth? and that you're going to make the best of it, but you're going to have to wonder about your DNA, because that's the biggest thing here in this state of Utah. Everybody wants to know about their DNA, and so they go to Ancestry.com. A lot of the LDS people here, let me tell you what, they can go as far back. Your grandparents, who you are, who you're related to, it's a beautiful thing. A bloodline. Okay, bloodlines are very important, okay? But are they? Some say they're not. Some say they are. But why not know? So Moses was found by beautiful, beautiful Egyptian women, as the story goes. And they got a nursing mother to nurse him and wrapped him all up. But I just want to tell you to get interested in it, because America, the Bible, God bless America, the Christians, the slaves that are from Jerusalem and go back, we can tie it in with us today. And it's a journey that's beautiful, treacherous, muddy. But when Moses freed them of slavery, we need to talk about those days. We need to talk about the whys and could it all be a coincidence? But as Miss Cool saying, a little story time for you. Maybe you could discover what happened with Moses. Maybe you can find out that they really did find the chariots in the Red Sea. When they crossed, it closed. And when they got the other side, well, that was another journey, okay? Because people, they kind of lost hope, just like we do. When something really good happens to us, sometimes we're like, okay, I want something else good. Well, sometimes you have to wait on the Lord. You have to be patient. You know, He's going to evaluate your life and what you can handle and what you can't. And in the Bible, they call it a measure, like a recipe. Like he'll figure out what your measure is, what you can handle, what you can't handle, and this and that and the other. But let me just finish this story about Moses that I adore, okay? Why don't I just plant a seed in you today and you go read about it? Because I know I enjoyed the story. The Red Sea parted, but there were many people that were tambourines dancing, okay? I just put these rabbis and Jewish people in there. You know, they used to call Jesus Rabbi, Rabboni. Okay, so he's involved in all of this, okay? And if you believe in the Old Testament and you believe in Proverbs, Psalms, David, the greatest musician that wrote music and all these stories, you have to get involved in it. And it's something we desire. It's something that's interesting, but it's also something I want to share with you about America, Moses, the Bible, our purpose, and different things like that. Have a wonderful day. I can talk way too much, okay? But I do want to let everyone know it's wonderful to be here today to study where we're from, where we're going, and the history